Welcome back to another episode, Baltimore's #1 alcohol review show, BodyMore Bottles, with your host, Fonzarelli, aka Third Angle, aka Richard Mixon. And the weather's getting a little nice outside now. It's springtime. It's getting a little bit warm. People gonna be outside having functions when it's hot. So this week I ran a little poll on Instagram and on Twitter to see if y'all wanted uh ready to drink episode. The little cans you go in the liquor store, got your pre-mixed alcoholic beverages already in the can. You just crack it open and enjoy, or what y'all want a frozen drink episode. It was a close call. The polls was real close, 50-50 almost, but edged it to the frozen drinks. So by being so close, I'm going to go ahead and bless y'all with both. But right now, we're going to start off with the mixed drink episode. Now, due to time constraints, these drinks have already been mixed. Frozen drinks, I should say, they've already been made. I'm going to give you the recipe. And all of them didn't come out like I wanted to, quite possibly because I ain't doing enough preparation. I ain't have enough ice to mix them all together. So I didn't think I was going to need that much ice, to be honest with you. But we work with what we had. We got what we got. And when you make yours, just use a little bit more ice. So, up first, the whole idea of this mixed drink episode came about because of this one right here. I go to Full Tilt. I get the dance jams, this sour beer, sour ales. They make them, it got a little lactose in them, so you got to keep them chilled in the refrigerator or on ice or something. You got to keep them below 50 degrees. If you don't, they get a little bit volatile, I should say, and your can might explode on you, which is what I had happen. So I took this, as you can see there, my can exploded on me, but I took this Dance Jams Retro Cooler, and I decided, instead of letting it go to waste and pouring it down the sink, we're not going to do that over here. So I made a mixed drink with it. Figured it might be good as a frozen drink. Now, this Retro Cooler, you might have seen a review on it before here. You can go back and check that out. But it's basically the Ecto Cooler from the high C days, a little juice box in a sour ale beer. So it's vanilla, orange, tangerine mixed together. So I took that can, poured it in there. No, matter of fact, I took once the can exploded on me, I poured it in a cup, stuck it in the freezer, froze that. Took that, put it in the blender. From there, for my measuring instrument, I used this nice little shot glass we got here. 2 shots of Dr. McGillicuddy's raw vanilla liqueur. That's 24% alcohol by volume. So that's 48 proof. It's just vanilla liqueur. Just add a little bit of flavor, vanilla flavor into your drink. 2 shots of that, along with 2 shots of that good old Ep40 Reposado tequila. I figured the Reposado tequila worked well with the orange, balanced out a little bit. And I poured a little bit of orange juice in there, blended it up. This one actually came out pretty good. You can see that it's still frozen. It's got a little, I don't know if y'all can see that in there without me pouring. Let me take a. It's got that slushy consistency, and it works real well together. You get that agave flavor from the tequila, so you get some of the tequila. You know that you enjoy an adult beverage, but at the same time, you get that Ecto Cooler flavor, the iciness, like the slushy, like an adult slushy. So that one came out real good. I'm not even going to rate these because I'm going to be too biased because I made it myself. So, but that was a real good one. The vanilla worked well with the raw vanilla liqueur worked well with the vanilla in the beer with the vanilla flavoring from the reposado. Everything plays together. Everything works well together. So that was number one. That was good. Up next, I made a frozen sangria. Try to do something new, you know. It's always beers and whiskeys and bourbon on here, tequila. So we made a frozen sangria. Well, I attempted to, I should say. So the ingredients to this, didn't measure this out, just poured some of this in there. Cooper and Thief red wine blend. Pour some of that in there. This is the 2019 version. Aged for 3 months in bourbon whiskey barrels. Uh, Dark and jammy with toasty vanilla notes. 16% alcohol by volume. We had some of that. Up next, I just had a little shorty, so I poured in that shorty of that Crown Apple. Then I had another shorty. Well, no, I got this one from shout out to What We Drinking. Go subscribe to their YouTube as well. What We Drinking, DRANKIN. They sent me a little sample of the Kelp Red VSOP cognac. Had about an ounce left in there. Poured that in there. I do not recommend you go and buy that Kelp VSOP if you plan to drink it by itself. It's not good, but it works well with mixing. So pour some of that in there. Pour some orange juice in there, some pineapple juice in there, some apple juice in there, as well as I don't see my little shorty of it, but it was a shorty of Captain Morgan white rum. Mix that up all together, and we got this frozen sangria. You can see the color there. It's that dark color. I didn't have the time to chop up fruit and stuff it in there. All that. That's why I incorporated the juice instead. As you can see, that's frozen. It's frozen now. Like it's barely moving. It's moving a little bit, but it wasn't that frozen when I made it. But throw it in the freezer for a little while. Froze up for me. So let's get a taste. Nah, that's just like ice cap. I mean, it's real fruity. We don't taste that alcohol at all. But like I said, I mixed the Crown Apple in there. I mixed some cognac in there. I mixed some white rum in there. That's 3 different types of alcohols along with the wine. So on a nice hot day outside, if you with your lady or you're a lady and you chilling with the girls and y'all want to make a nice sangria, write that down. You'll enjoy this. The taste is very fruity. Fruity, get some of that wine flavors coming through. It'll work well with any red wine, I'd say probably. But this is a red blend. That orange juice, that pineapple juice is coming through. Even the apple juice a bit. It's a good mix. The wine is the only alcohol flavoring that I'm getting. None of those other alcohols are coming through. So after a couple of those, y'all will be where y'all want to be. The party will be, well, the function to be right, you know. You see, I keep going back for sips, so must be good. Up next, the frozen lemonade. So what I did with this one, cheated a little bit. Grabbed Philadelphia water ice frozen lemonade. Dumped that in the blender. Then I made some lemonade, just the regular powdered lemonade, water, sugar. Pour some of that in there, and 3 shots of the Nyack cognac. This is the VS. As you know, you probably watched the episode before. I really wasn't feeling it. So if you're not feeling the alcohol, instead of just throwing it away or giving it to somebody, try it in a mixed drink first before you just dump it out. It'll probably save it for you. But blended that up. And we got here the frozen lemonade. Smells like lemonade, but tastes like lemonade. Thing I like about this is that you still get that cognac flavor coming through, but the lemonade tempered down that all the flavors of that cognac that I didn't like. Because I mean, it was okay, it wasn't bad, but the cognacs that I had before that I liked are at a much higher quality. So that Nyack really wasn't hitting for me. But this lemonade, that frozen lemonade, along with the lemonade that I made, really tempered it down so that it hides those notes that I didn't like, but I still get that cognac flavoring that I do like. So lemonade usually works as a good mixer for anything. If you don't like it, try mixing it with some lemonade. You'll probably like it then, But frozen lemonade, another good frozen drink for y'all. And evidently, from what I'm finding out now, if your frozen drinks don't come out as frozen as you like, you didn't have enough ice, throw it in the freezer for a little bit. It'll freeze up on at least get cold enough for you. So I think that this would be a go-to anytime that you outside a cookout, or you just it's a nice hot day and you want to enjoy a beverage like an adult. Frozen lemonade would be a good go-to. Now, last but not least, we're going to do a live mixing for y'all. So, I don't know if y'all have these where y'all at. We got them here in Baltimore, though. Snowballs. Got this one from Kona Ice. This is an egg custard snowball. Egg custard is basically like a vanilla type flavoring. So, as you can see, I got a medium. Ate about half of it. Enjoyed that. That was a personal to the head. So I'm going to take some of that Dr. McGillicuddy raw vanilla extract. Let's do a shot. One shot of that. Let me back this camera up a little bit so y'all can see me actually mixing this stuff up. One shot of that right in there. Next, we're going to take some bourbon. This is actually an infinity bottle that I made. You can go back and watch one of my previous episodes. I don't know what number it is. I ain't going to lie to y'all. But you can go back in the archives and find which episode I try to school y'all on what an infinity bottle is. This infinity bottle was made with all 100 proof and up bourbon. As you can see, I partook a little bit, enjoyed myself with that. So let's go ahead and get one shot. Yeah, it's not that much in there, so we're just going to do one shot for now. Maybe a little bit extra. Let's just call it 1 1/4. 1 1/4 shot. Now we're going to mix that up. Now, when you add liquid to a snowball, it makes it more liquidy. So I got an ice ball here. Melted a little bit. So we're gonna put that ice ball in the cup just to make it a little bit more cold. Freeze it up a little bit upon impact. And as you can see there, still got that same orange color, frozen still on the top. You can probably see that ice floating on the top, but it's a little liquidy down the bottom. Still smells like a egg custard snowball. Let's go for the taste and see how it is. It works for me. That raw vanilla extract, that raw vanilla liqueur is coming through. It blends well with the vanilla flavoring of the egg custard snowball. But that bourbon flavor, which I like, is coming through a lot. A good mixing bourbon, if you want to try it for yourself, a good cheap one is the Evan Williams Bottled and Bond, the white label one. It's 100 proof, aged for 4 years, and it tastes good by itself to me, but it's excellent. You can probably find one for about $15, $16 for a fifth, and it's good for mixing. So if you want good cheap bourbon to mix with your drinks or make frozen drinks or whatever with, I suggest you get that one. That's a good cheap one to get. It's a lot of them. Knob Creek got a good one. Buffalo Trace you can find for probably about $25, $30 places. But those are good substitute bourbons. You just saw how I mixed it. You can if you're gonna do a frozen drink and you're gonna use a snowball, I would say find something that complements the flavor of your snowball. Like if you're gonna get like a lemon lime snowball, try tequila. Or if you want to get like a more fruity, like a strawberry or a watermelon, maybe a vodka or a flavored vodka will work well with it. Just try something that's going to complement it. You can look at other drinks if you like. If you want to get an orange flavored one, maybe a vodka, it'd be like a frozen screwdriver. Just try something that's going to complement the flavors of the snowball that you already have, so that it's not just like, oh, I'm going to get this flavor and I'm going to mix it with my favorite alcohol and then they clash. It's not going to taste good. Then you're going to end up dumping the whole thing out there. You just wasted alcohol and a good snowball. So just find flavors that mesh well together and try a mix. If you try something and you like it, hit me on Instagram, hit me on Twitter, send it in, and I'll shout you out. I'll repost it up. I might even make it here on the next episode of Frozen Drinks. Well, that's been the end of this episode. Hope y'all enjoyed yourself. Hope y'all found something that y'all might try later on in life. If not, this summer, this spring, picnics, cookouts, family functions, whatever it is, kickbacks. You never know what y'all might be into. I don't never know what y'all might be into, but hopefully one of these recipes might work out for y'all. If y'all saw something here and you want me to send you the recipe, you know where to find me. You know what I'm here to tell y'all. Drink responsibly. Be safe, but stay dangerous. And most importantly of all, body them bottles. Peace.
Talking about
Be professional.
We don't talk. We do what we do.
Exactly. Y'all just talking street stuff.
We don't talk. We do what we do. Chump.